This video covers section 2.6, Introduction to Polynomials, part 2. In section 2.5, we learn about polynomials, how we can add, subtract, or multiply them by each other. In this section, we learn how to divide a polynomial by a binomial with two different methods. One is long division and the other one is synthetic division. For long division, the first one, you see we have an example, and step by step you see how we can divide the polynomial by a binomial. I will solve an example to show you all steps. Let's divide x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1 by x minus 1 using long division. Please pay attention, always power of x in each polynomial must be from the highest to the lowest for dividend and divisor both. Now, to divide, first we start writing dividend, writing all terms x cubed minus 2x squared. To be easier, if you have a missing term, put empty space or blank space for that missing term. I don't have x here, so I put a blank space for the missing term plus 1. Now divide this one by x minus 1. First step, divide the leading term of dividend by the leading term of divisor. So x cubed divided by x is x squared. This x squared is the first term of quotient. We write it here, x squared. Now we multiply x squared by divisor. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times negative 1, negative x squared. Now we need to subtract x cubed minus x squared from the polynomial in the top, but it's kind of hard to do subtraction here. So we do something else. We multiply the second row by a negative and we add them together. Addition is easier. So if I multiply x cubed by negative, it's going to be negative x cubed. And if I multiply negative x squared by negative, it's going to be positive x squared. It's like we're switching all signs, positive to negative, negative to positive. Now if I add both rows, x cubed and negative x cubed, they eliminate each other. Negative 2x squared plus x squared is negative 1x squared or negative x squared. We bring the rest down. Now we need to continue this division until here the power of x is less than power of divisor. So means I need to continue division. This time leading term is negative x squared. So negative x squared divide by leading term of divisor means x. If I simplify, answer is negative x. This negative x is the new term of quotient. Now I multiply negative x by divisor. Negative x times x is negative x squared. Negative x times negative 1, negative times negative positive x. The same as a step before, we switch all signs, negative to positive, positive to negative. Again, Negative x squared and positive x squared, they eliminate each other. Here we don't have anything. Here we have negative x and plus 1. Power of x is 1. It still is not less than power of leading coefficient of divisor. So we need to continue division. This time minus x divide by x. So answer is negative 1. So negative 1 again is new term of quotient. Now negative 1 times x minus 1 is going to be minus x, negative times negative positive 1. So if I switch signs, negative to positive, positive to negative, these two cancel each other, and positive 1 minus 1 is 0. This 0 is our remainder. You see, because the power of, here we don't have any x, means power of x is 0. So it's less than exponent of x. So we are done with this division. Let's solve the same example using synthetic division. In synthetic division, we have a table with 2 rows. The first row, we write coefficients of dividend in order. Coefficient of x cubed is 1. Coefficient of x squared is negative 2. Remember, we have a missing term, means x. So coefficient of that x is 0. Here you must write 0 for any missing term. And constant is 1. Now, we have x minus 1 as our divisor. If you put x minus 1 equals 0 and solve this equation, x is 1. 1 is our magic number. We write it here. Now, we're going to start working. From the top row 1, we bring the first number down without any change. So this is 1. Now we multiply this one, the magic number that came from putting divisor equal to 0 and solve this equation. We multiply this one by this coefficient, and any number that we get, we add it to the second number in the first row. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus negative 2 is negative 1. So you see here, this is 1, this is negative 1. Exactly, we continue the same. We multiply this magic number 1 now by this negative 1, and we add the product and this 0. 1 times negative 1, negative 1. Negative 1 plus 0 is negative 1. This is our new number. We continue the same. 1 times negative 1 plus this 1. 1 times negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Interesting, this 0 is our remainder. Now, in the second row, we have 3 new numbers, 1, negative 1, negative 1. These numbers are coefficients of our divisor. The first one, we said this 0 is remainder. This one is constant. This negative 1 is coefficient of x, and this number is coefficient of x squared. That means our quotient is 1x squared minus 1x minus 1. So this is our quotient. So if we want to write this division as form of x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1, because the remainder is 0, so multiplication of quotient and divisor gives us dividend. So it's x minus 1 times x squared minus x minus 1. Here plus 0 means our remainder, but remainder is 0. So this is synthetic division. Because in this example, the remainder is 0, we can call each of these two parentheses a factor of this polynomial. So anytime in division, remainder is 0, so we can write our main polynomial or dividend as multiplication of divisor and quotient. So these two parentheses are factors of our polynomial.